Alright, so let's talk about this game, man. I've been putting off this video for a while because if I'm being honest, I've just been playing the game. I'm gonna keep it real. But that's a good sign. That is a great sign. So bomb Rush Cyberfunk. I've been looking forward to this game since it literally got announced. It's been 3 whole years since this game got announced. It does not feel like it's been that long, but it has finally dropped. And let me just say that this game was fire. But let's go more in depth, right? Let's go more in depth about this game. This is like a quick review. This isn't scripted as well because I wanted to come on here and just talk about the game and just give my like raw thoughts about it, because honestly, there's really nothing negative to say about this game. It was just really good. Now let's start off with a brief summary of the story. And for this part, I'm gonna be reading it from the Steam page. Brett is a graffiti writer who lost his head and instead uses a cyber head to get around. In search of his roots, he joins the Bomb Rush crew, Trice and Bell. Together, they decide to go all city to become the best graffiti crew in the city. The more territory they gain, the more they discover who it was that cut off Red's head and how deep his human side is linked to the graffiti world. I thought the story was pretty interesting. I went in here expecting, actually no, I didn't come in here expecting something really basic, because there was one direct trailer, I think, but it was like in Japan, and they showed some story stuff, and I was like, hold on, I didn't expect there to be like an actual story. So when I went into the game, I was like, okay, this is kind of interesting. And there were some moments that, I'm not going to spoil anything, right, but there were some moments where actually not moments, but there was like one moment in particular where there was like a plot twist, and I was like, dang, I didn't expect that. But yeah, like I said, I'm not going to say what it is. You just got to play the game and see it for yourself. But yeah, that plot twist was kind of cool to see. Also, since we're on the story, I might as well talk about how long the game's story was. And if I'm being honest, for me, it took me about, I think, 11 to 12 hours to beat the story. But I'm gonna get into that later as to why that happened. But if I'm being realistic, it should only take you about 5 to 6 hours to beat. It's not that long of a story. But the reason why it took me long is because I kept getting distracted, which actually brings us to our next segment, which is the gameplay. And the gameplay, oh my gosh, the gameplay is the best part of the game. So with the gameplay, there's 3 different types of ways you can traverse around the map, right? You got, well, actually technically 4. You got just walking on your regular feet, you got BMX, skateboarding, and inline skates. On top of this, they also give you a boost pack, which allows you to traverse these maps faster, but the only thing about it is that it is not unlimited. So what you'll need to do is either collect these orbs or perform tricks in order to keep this boost gauge up so you can use it at any time. And since that's a feature, that allows you to do like some crazy combos. And these combos really don't feel like anything in Jet Set Radio, which is kind of cool that they switched up the formula a little bit, because realistically, they could have just, you know, taken what made Jet Set Radio good and just kept it the same way and didn't change a thing about it. But I'm glad they implemented their own type of style to it and made it way more unique than Jet Set Radio. It feels like an evolution. Like, it feels insane. The way it controls and the way you can grind on rails and jump off, it just feels way better than Jet Set Radio Future and Jet Set Radio 1. Also, I can't forget about the trick system. The trick system was actually really fun to play with. I really enjoy trying to keep my combos going for as long as I can. I think another thing that this game does better than Jet Set Radio is that it feels really cool when you're traversing around and doing combos. Like in Jet Set Radio Future, it felt cool when you were jumping off rails and all that stuff, but not to this extent. Jumping and doing tricks in the air, all that stuff, the flips, the spin arounds, all that, it just looks so awesome. So if you played Jet Set Radio or Jet Set Radio Future and you thought those games were cool, then this is definitely up your alley. Now I should probably talk about the gameplay loop. So basically all you're doing is going from zone to zone, tagging that area with your graffiti, then getting the attention of the people who already own that area to challenge you in order to claim that area. Pretty simple, right? It might sound repetitive, but if I'm being honest, it's really not. Because each new area you go into, you're like, okay, where am I? Where am I? I want to do something. I want to go on that. I want to go on that rail. I want to go on that. I want to jump from there. I want to see how long I can keep my combo in this area. It's kind of like that. So that's why earlier I was saying how I have like 12 hours in this game from playing the story, when the story is probably like only 5 hours. It's because of that. So that was really cool. They did a really good job of making you want to like explore, play around with the mechanics and all that stuff. But yeah, that's all I gotta say about the gameplay. Now the music in this game, oh, the music, come on now. Matter of fact, let me play a couple of my favorite tracks. Let me play a couple. you saw from that, they outdid themselves with the music in this game. Now the character designs. The characters in this game are actually really cool. I like the designs of all the characters. I like how much variety there is with the character designs. Like, it's not just copy and paste this character, copy and paste that character. It's just a whole variety of characters in like different outfits, all that stuff. I really like that. That was cool. But yeah, that's all I really gotta say about the characters. I just wanted to add this in here because I really like the character designs. They were really cool. Alright, now post-game content. There's actually surprisingly a lot to do. Now once you beat the main story, there are still some characters you probably haven't unlocked. So there's that. You definitely probably didn't collect all of the outfits for all the characters. And there's a bunch of graffitis you can still unlock in this game. Also, on top of that, there's definitely some hidden areas in this game that you probably never accessed during the story mode. And even if you get all the collectibles, unlock all the characters and all that, it's still fun to traverse around the map. Like, traversing in this game is the funnest part of the game. It's so fun to just move around, jump, do tricks in the air boost into a combo, all that. Hands down, that's the best part. Along with the music too. Also, on top of post-game content, I know this is not in the game, but if you're on PC, there's already like a couple mods you can play. I saw a combat mod, I saw some skins for some characters in the game, so there's a lot of fan content to download after you beat the game. And there will be more as time goes on too. Now, before I close out this video, I also want to say that this game is really polished. Like, I only came in contact with 2 glitches. One of them was a really minor glitch. It wasn't really too big of a deal. But the other one is a little bit more severe. So the first one was just a wall you could just walk through and you could just go through the map. But that's not that big of a deal because it was in an area that you're really not going to go into. Now, before I explain the second glitch, I have to tell you that this game uses an autosave feature and you can't manually save the game, okay? So basically, in the game, it would just autosave you. Y'all know how autosaves work. But sometimes your autosave wouldn't work. And this only happened to me once because my first time playing the game, I went through the entire game in one go. I didn't leave the game or exit anything. Then once I beat the game, I left the game, came back, all my stuff was there, right? I was cooling. I was like, okay, cool. So then I tried to do some post-game content, you know, unlock some characters, get some skins, all that stuff. And I was good, right? Then my second time coming back into the game, I come back and I'm like, wait, I already collected this graffiti. Why is it still here? And then I checked to see how many characters I had, and then 2 of them were missing. So I was like, hold on, did my game not save? So I was like, oh man, is this like a glitch or something? And then I looked it up and some people were having the same issue. I was like, oh, okay, so it's not just me. But the good thing about this is that I think they're already working on it. They're about to fix it. So don't worry about that. It's going to be fixed. Probably by the time this video comes out, it'll already be fixed. So you don't got to worry about that. But that was just a little issue I had. It was kind of annoying. But like I said, the gameplay was so fun that I didn't really mind doing these challenges again to get these characters and all that stuff. But yeah, that's the end of the video. Hope you guys enjoyed this little review. This wasn't scripted because I really just wanted to come on here and talk about this game and give my like raw thoughts, as I said in the beginning, because this game was a great experience. I'm not gonna lie, it was great. Now if you'll excuse me, I gotta go back to playing this game.